Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Izadi from Pristine Wellness Center. One of my dear patients came to me and she asked me to prescribe testosterone propionate 1% cream for her so she can get rid of her wrinkles. And I asked why. I don't know of any evidence proving that this works. The only thing you will get is facial hair, and I'm sure you don't want that. And she sent me this video. The video was almost 1 hour. I watched the whole video, and the reason that I spent time to do this searching was because he has a lot of followers. And I wanted to show you how fraud and fraudulent this guy is, and be skeptical when you go to social media and you watch videos and read recommendations. First of all, make sure the person who gives you any recommendation is qualified, has the knowledge and background to be able to make any claim and making any recommendations for you. And second of all, even if you have recommendation from doctors, even doctors like me, be skeptical. Do your research and make sure that there is enough evidence to back it up. So I had training at Baylor College of Medicine for fundamental critical thinking to learn how to read medical articles. That was like a whole course for doctors to learn how to read articles. So I don't blame you guys if you don't understand the words he says, the medical terminology he uses, and makes you trust him. But let me explain to you why he is fraud. First of all, he put, a video. In the background, there is MedFX sign, and he says, I see patients in this clinic, and I searched that. MedFX is a company based in UK, and it has only 2 officers, 2 owners, and that's it. No other employee or doctor working there, because it's a company selling Botox and fillers. And those 2 brothers are Americans, and they just have opened a company under that name in UK. And this guy works for them to sell their products. And I don't know, maybe he was bored. He looked at an article, ancient article back in 1966, and decided to analyze it and prove that testosterone propionate is the golden key to longevity. And just by just looking at this picture, the picture before is obviously edited. He doesn't look like that, and he's not that old. And the picture, the after picture, is not him either, and that one is also edited. So just looking at this picture proves that he's fraud. These pictures are edited, and even on the article, let's go to the article. So I read the whole article, and the goal of this article was showing that using topicals, they wanted to try different topicals to see if they can increase the number of sweat glands and the hair in underarm and pubic area. And yes, they were able to do that by using testosterone propionate 1% cream. But who wants to have hair and more sweat glands in armpit? No one. And no women wants to have facial hair. So if you read the article, you can see, and he repeatedly says that this topical testosterone does not have systemic absorption. The only way to say that this topical testosterone has no systemic absorption is to check the level of testosterone before and after the treatment to see if the level is higher in the blood. And there was no blood test. They just did biopsy of the area that was treated and adjacent area to show that didn't improve. On this picture, it shows a little bit improvement on the wrinkles. Even on this article, it says in some patients there was improvement in wrinkles. The main focus was underarm area, and this is a picture of a poor lady, 84-year-old, and they did this study in a long-term facility on a bunch of old people who had no idea what they're doing with them. So this poor lady had topical testosterone on one side of the face and placebo on the other side, and you can see the beard growing on her face. And I don't see any change in her wrinkles. Even on this picture, you see the beard, but the wrinkles are even more on the side that has beard. This is again armpit. When you put starch, iodine, and then a starch on top of it, where it starts sweating, turns purple. This shows that the topical steroid made it worse. Of course, topical steroid, we know that it causes skin atrophy and expedites aging. No secret now, but in 1966, it was a novel finding. And even here on the discussion, it says that, somewhere here it says that in some patients, there was some improvement. And besides, when it shows that the collagen and elastin improvement achieved with testosterone, we can do that with Radiesse. Radiesse is a biostimulator that improves collagen and elastin both on the skin, and I've had amazing results with that. You don't need topical testosterone. That definitely we have proved that topical creams, and I do it on in my practice every day. I check the level of hormones in the blood, I give them topical hormones, and I monitor the symptoms and the level together. So we know that topical hormones have systemic absorption. So again, in this study, they did not check any level. So claiming that it doesn't have systemic absorption is false. And again, the goal was not removing wrinkles. I mean, just look at this picture. You have to run away the other direction because this guy is fraud. I hope this helps. Please share this video. Be very skeptical when you watch a video and see weird recommendations. Some people, even I see some doctors, make weird and out of ordinary recommendations to become famous. This social media is becoming a disease of its own. Just be skeptical. Find some credible doctor that you trust, and I don't expect you to understand every medical literature because I had decades of training to understand it, but at least don't accept anything you see. Again, this Dr. Abs or Abes, whatever he pronounces his name, has absolutely no record of any credible education anywhere. I don't think he has any license, and I don't think he can prescribe controlled substances. and whatever he does is illegal. And the company that he works under has 2 employees, the owner and his brother, and no other person as a staff or doctor or anything like that. So everything is suspicious. And again, it just sounds like fraud. I hope this helps. Thank you.